Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a little bit of a different one, a little fun one. I like to occasionally do something different than just music reactions because I love to judge different things. I have lots of opinions on random stuff. I always rate things. And what is a better way to do? I rate everything in life. I rate my sex life, guys. I rate. It's something that's being ingrained in me. And by the way, it's very high for those of you wondering. My wife is great. Okay, strange topic. Let's move on. So, what better place to put somebody that likes to rate things than Tear Maker? Oh man, there's another person doing tear making. Well, I made this one myself. So, we are doing a pop or soda. I'm from the West. Pop tier ranking. Specifically, I wanted to do all the main ones, not the diets. Look, they made them originally. Coca-Cola is Coca-Cola. It was not originally Diet Coke. It was Coca-Cola. So I'm going to go the original things. And by the way, if you guys see right now, you're going to see that there's a couple of them that are duplicated. Like the Coke, the Pepsi, and the Fanta. And I will get to that when we get to those. But why don't we start it off? And what better way to start it off than 7-Up? 7-Up. Look, I'm actually gonna talk about this a lot because a lot of these have the same similar flavor. You got lemon and you got lime. Wow, nobody's ever thought of that before. Except for Sierra Mist, Sprite, 7-Up, and a ton of other different things. 7-Up doesn't surpass them. However, to me, and I don't know about you guys, but I was raised that 7-Up was really good for your stomach. Kind of like ginger ale. 7-Up was good for your stomach. If you were sick, if you had a boo-boo in your stomach, in your tummy, you used 7-Up, and that would help with your stomach acid, maybe? I don't know. And I never really thought it was that special. So I am going to put it on... I'm going to put it on forgettable. Oh, forgettable, not trash. Forget it. It's not trash, but it is forgettable. I don't think, I wouldn't pick it over anything. I don't even think it's that great. I think it's forgettable. And by that, I mean, I forget what the taste tastes like. I thought about buying all the different pops, but that's expensive and I don't have money because I'm a broke creative man. Help me. Okay, on to the next one. And the next one is root beer. Now, I did a bunch of different root beers, and the reason why I did a bunch of different root beers is they're not all the same. Don't believe people that tell you that. They're idiots, okay? There are three main kings of the root beer field. There is A&W, Barks, and there is Mug. I'm going to explain them each one at a time. Ooh, or should I explain them all three at a time? No, let's go with A&W. And then I'll explain all three of them later, a little bit later. A&W. I don't know if A&W is the original. A&W though, like if you get A&W from the A&W store and you get like root beer float, oh, it's amazing. I always considered A&W to be the center of the road between Barks and Mug. Okay, it doesn't have too much vanilla flavoring. It's not too frothy. It's not bitter. It is a solid root beer choice. Is it the GOAT? No. Okay, I don't think. It's a very good root beer. I don't think it's the greatest, okay? I don't think it's the best of the root beers. So I'm going to put it in good. I'm going to put it in good. I think it is very good, but I'm going to put it in good. I don't think it reaches great yet. Root beer, dude, root beer is like childhood, man. Back in the day, like when you're a kid and you don't like the bitter, sharp stuff of carbonated drinks, what do you go to? You go to a nice comfort root beer, okay? I do root beer when I'm like fountain drink root beers are great. Speaking of another root beer, Barks. Ugh. Okay, Barks. Okay, remember I said A&W here? Well, there's only one other one. And then I'll just do the next one after this. Then there's Barks. Okay, I'm just going to do all of them. Okay, Barks is the more bitter of the three root beers. It's the least frothy. It's the least vanilla-y. It is, I don't like it at all. I think it's trash. I think in a root beer perspective, only because the root beer, there are tiers at it, and it's such a bad root beer in my opinion that I'm gonna put it in trash, and you guys can hate me all you want. I don't think it's good at all. I think it's too bitter. If it's a fountain drink, like if I go get a meal, and the only is Barks the Pepsi version. If all Pepsi ruins everything, if Barks is up there, I am not picking root beer. I'm gonna walk on by because Barks is not good. Let's do the next root beer. Mug. My boy Mug. The dog. Mug, the greatest of all the root beers. That is my opinion. Mug, here we go. You got Mug. Mug is the most vanilla, frothy flavored. In the image, it's got a picture of like a beer frothing over with the vanilla flavor with the froth. I love that. I think it's so good. It is the only thing that I will change up my typical drink, which I'm not going to say it right now. It's the only thing that I'll change it up for because it is that good. Especially if it's in fountain. It's good in fountain and it's good in bottle form. I love Mug root beer. I'm going to put it in the GOAT. Now, there are two GOATs here. There's one that's better than the other one. But for right now, we're going to go to the GOAT. All right. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is a dang good drink. Dang good, dude. It is the OG. I don't know. I think was it the oldest one or is root beer the oldest one? It is so old. Dude, they used to put cocaine in it to get you kick-started. Man, that was probably a big rush. I really, really like Coca-Cola. I will not put it in the GOAT, though. I think it is great. In fact, make you wait for it. In fact, it is something that has grown on me more recently. I used to like it a lot. When it's the only other option, I'm fine with that. I also really like it in fountain. But you need to get it in the glass bottles. That's where it's at its best. But Coke is great because it has that sharp, painful drink. Where you're like, oh, it burns. That's how you know it's hitting you good. So I'm going to put Coke in great. Now, the reason why I have two Cokes and duplicates of other ones is I had the opportunity to travel some of the world. I went to Peru, went to Zambia, and I lived in Italy for an entire year as a foreign exchange student. And in Europe, the only pops that I had available to me, were Coke, Fanta, and Pepsi. And I'll get to each one of those separately. Every one of them, except for one, was worse than the original. That's because they got all these various different things, taking out the goodness, probably the corn syrup, which is probably bad for us, but it changes the flavor and it doesn't necessarily change it for the better. However, it didn't change it that much for Coca-Cola, so I'm going to put it in good. It was good. It wasn't great. It wasn't my go-to when I was in Italy. There was another one that was my go-to. I'm going to skip this for now. We're going to go to the other one, Fanta. Fanta at home, it's okay. Yep, that's what I think. It's got some punch to it. It's got surprisingly more punch than I thought originally. You look at it and it looks like a nice, like a comforting drink. It's an orange drink. It's gonna be orange soda. Now that sucker packs a punch. Okay, but when it's at home, like not in Italy, here, it's okay. It's okay. In fact, I'm gonna put it in forgettable. Even though it packs a punch, I'm not a huge fan of it. However, I'm going to move on to the next one. Fanta in Europe. Dude, that is a completely other beast in and of itself. Probably because all the other drinks, so the Pepsi, and I'll explain this too, the Pepsi and the Coca-Cola, think of it this way. When you're in Europe, the drinks cut back on a lot of the goodness, but they also seem to cut back on the carbonation. It's like they half the carbonation. So when you open up that Coca-Cola, it goes, it's like, oh, so good. They don't have that as much. It's more like this is a pathetic little, half the carbonation you'd normally have it. But Fanta, for whatever reason in Europe, is double the carbonation. That sucker burns. That's why I said that has an impact. Dude, it absolutely does. In Italy, Fanta's the GOAT. Okay, it is the best drink there is. I'm not going to put it in the GOAT because it's not that great, but I'm going to move it up to great, especially because dude, in Italy, it was so good. It was so good. All right, we're going to do Fresca. Now, I don't know if a lot of you guys know what this is. Fresca. Fresca is grapefruit soda. Okay. And I freaking love it. It's got 0 calories. It's got no sugar. It's got no caffeine. Or does it have sugar? I forget. It's got no caffeine. And this is what I grew up on as a kid. I freaking love this stuff. And I'm always amazed at how many people that don't know what Fresca is. Fresca. Dude, pick it up. Try it out. If you like that crap LaCroix, if I had LaCroix here, dude, it'd go in the trash. Fresca is so dang good. If you're wanting calorie-less soda, you get Fresca. Fresca is the great. It's in one of the greats. It's not the GOAT, but it's freaking great. It is so good. Ginger ale. Ginger ale. Ginger ale is the other one, I think I said before in 7-Up. Ginger ale is the other one that you get told, hey, you're sick? Boom, what about a ginger ale? And it's like a miracle cure-all. It's like the women in the Christian community that love incense or essence oils, or what are they called? Natural oils. It's a cure-all. It's what it is. They believe it. They believe that sucker's strong. I actually really like ginger ale. Ginger ale is dang good. If I don't have Fresca, ginger ale is my other go-to. So I'm going to put it in good. I think it is very good. I think it's a good flavor. I don't get the hate on ginger ale. I don't think Canada Dry, this is Canada Dry specifically, I think Canada Dry is the best of them all. Of all the ginger ales. Except for maybe handmade ginger ales. Those are really, really good too. But I love ginger. I really like, dude, good freaking sushi. You get sushi and you get like the wasabi, which I get lots of, and you get the ginger. Dude, I freaking eat that sucker raw. Raw. We like it raw. That's what I like. Mountain Dew. What happened to you? Dude, you were rising high, soaring above the clouds, and then you fell and you didn't have a parachute. You fell. You fell from being like, I was never a huge fan. My dad was addicted to it, made him gain a lot of weight because of the yellow 5 and all that stuff. He drank so much, and I think that was the thing. Dude, in 2010? It was like the top dog for drinks. Everybody knew what Mountain Dew was. It was a sponsor of NFL. It was on every freaking NFL games. There was a commercial about it. It was the GOAT. And then it fell from grace, and not gracefully. I don't hear about Mountain Dew anymore. I really don't. If I have it, if I have it as an option, I'll pick it if it's the only one. If there's anything else, I will take anything else other than Barq's root beer. So I'm gonna put in Forgettable, dude. It used to be so good to other people. It never was huge for me. It was doable, but it was never huge for me. But now it's forgettable. But move on to the next one. Pepsis. 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 The wannabe Coca-Cola. That's what it is. I said it, leaving it there. The only reason, and I've heard other people say this, the only reason why Pepsi is even as big as it is, it seems, tell me if I'm wrong, it seems like it's like men typically move towards Coke, and women in my life typically move towards Pepsi. It's, in my opinion, it's the lesser of the two. It's not near as good. It's trying to fill Coca-Cola's shoes. The only reason why it's huge is because it bought up a lot of the other pops. So you got Coca-Cola and you got Pepsi. And so they'd be out of business, dude, if you didn't freaking have exclusivity in restaurants. Like Pizza Hut. Is Pizza Hut Pepsi? I think it is. And all the different restaurants that do that. Pepsi is... It's the wannabe. It's good. It's good. I'll drink it. It's not forgettable. It is good. It is forgettable compared to Coca-Cola, but it is good. So I'm going to move it to good. However, we're getting into... actually, I want to rate these a little bit. A&W for sure is up number 1. And Canada Dry is there. And I'm actually going to move Fresca there. I'm going to put this in front of Fanta. That's my rating so far. Okay. Pepsi in Europe. Oh boy. Pepsi. So remember what I said before that Pepsi, European pops like cut back on half the carbonation. Pepsi, the only thing it has is carbonation. That's really the only thing it gets. Its taste isn't that great. Pepsi in Europe was one. I had a couple just to make sure it was that bad. It is the worst pop, bar none. Pepsi in Europe is trash. Throw it away. Don't ever think about it again. I'm done talking about it. That's how bad it was. I am moving it behind Barks. It is that bad. It is the trashiest of all the drinks here. Bar none. Move on to the next one. Sierra Mist. I don't even know how much I want to talk about this one. It's like, it's the lesser brother of, it's just another one that went along for the ride. You know how in Battle Royales came out and they became famous, right? So you have the originals. I mean, you have like Minecraft on Hunger Games Minecraft, and you have DayZ. But then PUBG came out. And PUBG was huge. Fortnite came out. Fortnite was huge. And then the next really big one, Warzone was okay. The next really big one was Apex. But the sheer amount of games afterwards that has decided to do a copy paste almost Battle Royale to play, it was always less than. That's Sierra Mist. Okay, Sierra Mist is just less than. It's tried to fill the shoes with more lemon and lime. Wow. Forgettable. It is nothing special. I'm actually going to put it, I'm going to put it there. Yep. I think it's the most forgettable of those ones. And that's only because there's so many in that realm. It's got a lot of competition. And it doesn't outshine any of them. Sprite. Now, Sprite takes the most. That's the most famous of the lemon and lime. Probably because it's a bit sweeter, but it also figured out how to really still hit you with that carbonation. Some people think it's the GOAT. I don't. I think it's good. I think it's good. I would take ginger ale over it. That's my opinion. But I would not take Pepsi over it. So I'm going to put it right after ginger ale, right in between, ginger ale and Pepsi. I think it's where it belongs. Nothing crazy. I don't know if it's the oldest one, but it definitely made the lemon lime kind of thing famous, which is why everybody was trying to chase it 7-Up and missed, unless 7-Up was first. Well, 7-Up had to work more than that because Sprite's better than 7-Up, that's for sure. Next, Squirt. And not sexually. Guys, get your mind out of the gutter. Shame on you. Okay, I looked up Squirt pictures. No, I did not look up. I'm going to have to blink that out because they're not going to like me. I looked up Squirt, and it was like, early on in the pictures, it was like, how to get your girl to squirt. I was like, nope, that's not what I mean. The fact that you have a drink that's named after something that's named similar to something sexual is a problem, guys. Change it. It is a terrible word. It is about as bad a word. So in my family, I don't know if I want to say these. There are bad combinations of words. I think squirt is terrible. Moist. That's a word that a lot of people hate. A lot of wet words. You got like my dad's favorite, anal seepage. I know. I just dropped that seepage. My best friend's phlegm slurp. I wanted to defriend him for that. Okay. That's what this word invokes to me. I didn't think I was this passionate about that. As a pop, that alone is like enough to move on. But as a pop, grapefruit soda, it's not as good as Fresca. So why would I ever pick it? It's forgettable. It's not trash. It's not trash. Grapefruit soda is not trash, but it's forgettable. And I think it's less forgettable than Sierra Mist. Yep, I'm going to go with that. All right. The final the creme de la creme. Obviously, I am biased AF. The DP, the doctor. The doctor has entered. Dr. Pepper, especially the 20-ounce Dr. Pepper. Okay, here's how I was able to measure inflation over the period of my life. When I first started getting into Dr. Pepper, I liked root beer because I was a kid. I was a little kid. And then it was like, oh, what's a big boy drink? Oh, what's something fun? And I thought, Dr. Pepper, it sounds pepper. It sounds like spicy. And I tried it out and I was like, dang, that stuff hits hard. That stuff burns going down your throat. Okay? That's how you know it's good. And you know what has the best percentage of burn is the 20-ounce soda, in my opinion. The can is also really good, but I think the 20-ouncer. And what I was saying, how I was able to measure inflation over the period of my lifetime was when I first started buying Dr. Pepper, it was 89 cents. What a time. 89 cents. Then it was $1, 99 cents. Then it was $1.19, $1.69, $49, $1.69, $1.98 for a couple of years. Then COVID hit. And it somehow jumped up to $2.69. Holy crap. What has the world come to? Freaking can't afford sodas. Golly. It's the GOAT. No question whatsoever. It is the greatest. It has made the comeback, dude. Back in the day, it was behind Coca-Cola. People were like, oh, it's really, really good. Coca-Cola was the king. And then it's like, you know how Mountain Dew was the king and it kept going up and up and up and then it kind of fell. Dr. Pepper took that place like this. Woo! Like Mountain Dew is falling from the skies. I have a cloud right up here. Mountain Dew is falling from the skies. Oh! And Dr. Pepper put 2 Dr. Pepper bottles on it, turned it into a freaking bottle rocket launcher, and skyrocketed past Mountain Dew saying, see ya, sucker, as it went into the sky. That's Dr. Pepper. It is so good. It is my chosen drink. All right. Hey, this is the official right here. That has been my ranking from the GOAT to the great, good, forgettable, and trash. Because there are trash. Let me know what you think about my choices. Would you guys change it up? What are your opinions on some of these drinks? Let them know down below. And I would love to do more of this. If you guys like watching tier maker stuff, I could do so many things. I have a lot of opinions on different things. So let me know if you guys like it, and I will keep doing it. But hey, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.